Hello guys, and welcome back to another speed build. Today I am redoing Penny Pizzazz's flat, I guess you would call it. I recently bought the Tiny Living stuff pack, which I have literally fallen in love with. It is a really nice stuff pack. The items that you get in it are so cool, and I actually I thought I wasn't gonna like the style as much as I have done, and it's actually really nice. I'm really pleasantly surprised by it, so that's always good to know. Yeah, I bought the stuff pack, and annoyingly this video would have been out and this build would have been out sooner than it is, but for some reason on Sunday, I think it was, or Monday, I can't remember, for some reason Origin was being a bit weird for me. It kept saying I was offline. I would restart it, go back on it. It kept saying there was an update, and the update would update and it was still saying I was offline, so I couldn't actually purchase the pack, and that was really goddamn annoying because, you know, I wanted to see what all the hype was about, and now I know. So yeah, I'm finally putting this build out. I do have another one that will be out, I think tomorrow, hopefully. So yeah, looking forward to that, as well as I will be doing a actual small tiny build, like a house, at some point today. I've been really wanting to do that. I thought about it last night and I was like, I'm so hyped to do it, so I really do. And so yeah, getting back to the build, I really enjoyed using the items that came with it. I really love these like poof things that are like tables and stuff like that. I liked the style of the Murphy bed. I love the bedding, as you can see right now. All the bedding is kind of very simple, but it works. And for some reason, after one use of the Murphy bed, you can see my tester sim get in it. It actually broke after one. He didn't even sleep in it, I don't think. He just got in it, got back out, so I could test it to make sure it was all good. And it broke. So I had to replace it with another one. So yeah, I have a feeling that if you're playing in this flat, or you know, if you're just playing with a Murphy bed, that you would have to have a really good handiness skill in order to upgrade your bed, because they brought the update out where you can upgrade any kind of bed, which is a really great update. I think that was so well needed, because some of the beds in game that you get look quite nice, but they do nothing for your sim. Literally, your sleep will go up so slow, your energy will just drag and drag, and you know, it's really annoying. So now you can actually have, like, I don't know, I think it's like energy 5 or energy 3 beds, and you can upgrade them to, like, you know, I don't know how far you can go, but you can upgrade them to a really good bed if you wanted to, which is really nice to know now. Really good. And for this build, I actually did, as soon as I got this pack, I really wanted to do like a studio apartment. I've done two. Like I said, this one is going up and there'll be another one tomorrow. But I really wanted to do studio apartments because I actually really love studio apartments. I love how they're laid out, and I really love how cozy they are. If I didn't have a house, I mean, if I wasn't in the situation I am now and my life was very different, then I think, you know, I would love a studio apartment. Sorry if you can hear that tapping on the floor. That was my dog Daisy. She's finding somewhere to sleep at the moment, so she's trundling about trying to find somewhere to rest her head. We've just been out for a walk, so I'm pretty you know, out of breath, still suffering with a sore throat. If you've seen any of my other builds, I did explain, like, I think it was my Wolfsbane Mana Reno, which I definitely think you should go and check out, because I really like that build, and I've been playing in it since. So I did actually explain that I'm just so ill at the moment, and it doesn't seem to be leaving my body, which is so annoying. I just want to be able to breathe and not cough every 5 seconds. So you know, it's just one of those. It's one of those. So yeah, I really wanted to use like these pendant lights. I think they was really cute, and I think now the Sims team are putting more objects and CAS items into the game that are more modern and are more up to date, I think, which is pretty good. You know, I applaud that. It's just one of those things that needs to be done, and I think they are doing a very good job of it. So yeah, and I really love the colour scheme of this apartment. Normally when I do builds, I don't use these colours for the walls, but I actually really loved them, and I think it looked more modern and to fit sort of like the contemporary vibe that was going on in the flat. I think it fitted it really well, and yeah, I really did enjoy it. You know, when you pull out things from the catalogue and you look back at them and you're just like, why did I pull that thing out? Why have I got that awning thing right now? But yeah, obviously I didn't have, when I was renovating this, not renovating, it wasn't a renovation, because, you know, I didn't really have this flat in mind for Penny Pizzazz. I didn't have it in mind for her to go back into this flat. I did actually evict her, sorry Penny. But I was thinking, you know, if you download this build, the person that lives in here, I think, would really suit a like beauty guru or influencer of some sort. So they would have a social networking presence. You know, they would be quite, I don't know, maybe quite famous. It's not, you know, it's not the most biggest flat, but I think it's actually got a really lot of space. There is a lot of space in this flat, so I'm pretty pleased with that. But I thought, you know, whoever's in this flat could use it like that. I thought, you know, that I would put I can't remember what that workstation is, but I put the workstation down from Get Famous, and you know, that could be their full-time job in a way. It could be 2 people that live here. It's not necessarily just for one person. Like I said, there is enough room in this flat to knock around in. So, you know, I was going on that premise sort of thing. I mean, Penny Pizzazz, you could put her back in here. It's not the worst thing in the world. So, and yeah, just trying to find things and clutter to put around the flat. To be fair, I didn't want to clutter it up too much. I wanted to make it, you know, sort of minimalist, but not at the same time, if you know what I mean. I wanted to make it modern, but, you know, still have a comfy and cozy vibe to it, so you can tell someone's been living here kind of thing. And again, with like the living room slash bedroom where the Murphy bed is, I put in obviously the dressers and stuff like that, but I didn't want to put like loads of makeup and clothing around the place, because I thought, you know, this person or the people that live here still have to entertain, I guess, to a certain extent. They still have to provide somewhere for guests to sit, so, you know, they don't want all their stuff cluttered around, even though it is their bedroom as well, which is a bit annoying. But, you know, I didn't want to clutter it up in that sort of sense. So yes. And with the kitchen, I don't normally use these counters, and I was trying to go for something different. I didn't want to just use the same old thing over and over again, so I went for these counters, and they actually look quite nice in this flat. I think they suit the style. quite well. And I did actually test this, as you're going to see now. My tester sim does actually get in and out of the table, which I found quite surprising because I didn't think the chair at the back they would be able to sit in. So I was pleasantly surprised about that, thankfully, because I really liked that layout and I didn't particularly want to use it, and I wanted to use all the things in the pack as much as I could. Basically, I wanted to fill this studio flat with everything in the tiny living pack. So yeah. And I put some lights under the cabinets because having 3 of those pendant lights was a bit much. I wanted the long pendant lights to sit over the breakfast area, and it looked quite nice. I did have to size them down a little bit because they were quite big and garish, so I did size them down a little bit, but they still look really nice and they still give a lot of light to the area, as well as the lights under the cabinets. I always put lights under cabinets. I don't know if that's just a me thing or other people that build do as well, just because I actually feel that's quite a realistic thing to do. You want lights under your cabinets to see what you are doing. Most of the time, if you've just got a light in the middle of the room in your kitchen, sometimes your shadow that you cast, you can't really see what you're doing, as well as, you know, the cabinets will cast a shadow. So I actually think it's really realistic to have those, and obviously in game it looks a bit better as well, so it gives that bit of realism to the build. I wanted to give this person or people a bike because I thought it fit, you know, it's a studio apartment, they haven't got much storage, so they're gonna put it out in the open. Unfortunately, it's just how it is. I mean, the only room that's actually sealed off is obviously the bathroom, so you know, they've got to deal with that going on. So yes, so you know, studio living and all that. So yeah, I really like studios. I think they're very cute. Depending on how you style them, I do actually really like them. So put in some clutter around, making it look a bit more, you know, not as sparse, I guess you would say. Trying to find a rug that would fit in here. I think, yeah, I used that one from laundry day, which I actually really like, so that was nice, and I think it fit the style again, like that one. Just put in a few things there, putting some ornaments around, and we are getting to the end of the build. I hope you guys enjoyed, and obviously this will be up on my gallery under the Origin ID KiddChuckles. Yeah, I hope you've had a smashing day, and I will speak to you guys soon. Bye.